Well, it was time to adjust the position of the wheels on the Rollerguard skates because the skate size had changed for one of the kids, and you would think it would be easy. So I thought it would be. Basically, the idea here is that you put an Allen key into this, but unlike other rollerblades or whatever, you actually have to have two Allen keys, and essentially what you're going to do is you're going to do the lefty-loosey rule and turn this guy counterclockwise and at the same time turn this guy counterclockwise, which essentially means on one side you push and you pull. So on this skate it's no problem. It actually comes off without any real issue. So this was a pleasant surprise that this one was this easy to move, and generally that's the way that you end up taking is just make sure you've got one sort in. There wasn't any real strength required for that entity, and this essentially has one of the screws that basically comes right out, and then you can take this guy right off like that, and then you can basically pull it out and put it into the correct side on the other side there. Just replace this, clean a little bit of the crap off there, and essentially put your wheel back on like this without any real issue. And then you basically put the screw back on and then get your Allen key and retighten the repositioned wheel back up in the space. And that's how you move the roller guard skate wheels there. Just give it a good tight. However, for me on the second one, on this one right here, it was a much more difficult thing. The Allen key was actually starting to strip the actual Allen key hole a little bit in there. So what I ended up doing was I ended up using a vice grip on one side like this, so you actually have some good leverage, and then basically on the other and I just used just a regular, like sort of a half vice grip idea, just so I could put the right arm pressure. And same idea. So this one here, you move it counterclockwise, and at the same time this guy moves counterclockwise. So you kind of do a push-pull, and those two tools essentially. You could use two vice grips. You could use a pair of pliers if you're really worried about the outside edge of the screw, which I wasn't. You can actually wrap that in put some material in between that and there, just so that the bite doesn't do any damage as well. So essentially, but that's it. I basically, with one I actually had to do the full-blown pair of vice grips to get it off. The other one, the Allen key, just worked. But essentially just doing lefty-loosey, and then to tighten it back up righty-tighty. So anyways, that's how it works, and then you can just move it to the location of the new spot that you want it to be in the skate yard location. I'm going to put the ring back on there as well, essentially, and then put the wheel back on, and I'll tighten the beast back up as the way we go. You can change the bearings this way as well. That's the other thing. But these don't get that much use. Like they get, they still get use. Actually, the funniest part is if we ever have them at the rink, it's actually for just, you forget something, you can go back to the car with it really easily. So but I'm just doing the tightening back up on the to hand tight, and then once it's there, we're good. And that's basically how you do this. Pop off your vice grip, and you now have your wheels moved forward on the roller guard there. So hope that was helpful. It certainly was a bit of a painful process just to get the Allen key moving on the one particular one, so because it had locked in pretty good. Anyways, hope that's helpful. Have a great day.